Hello everyone. Me again. You can probably guess what I'm going to be. What I'm going to. You can pretty much guess what you're going to be doing. What I'm going to be doing for you today, and yeah. But before I do, two things. One being shout outs to Model Pro 72 Lenny, Primitive Modelling, Basic Modelling, Making Mods Again, Arrow Newlands, Kalido 1, Engineering Darkside, Muzvivi, Lenny, Dan, Max, Ellie, Kelsey, George, Mum, Hayley, Billy, Greg, Charlotte. I'm please I'll be able to speak to you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Provided Mum tops up my credit, that is. I might go ask her to do that in a bit. But anyway, the other thing, right, that's the big shout outs out of the way. Yeah. No, actually, I will phone you tomorrow, Charlotte. Because Mum's going to top me up tonight. So expect a phone call tomorrow or Sunday. Yeah, tomorrow or Sunday. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Tornado wise, changed my mind. I'm going to start it tomorrow, painting, and then assemble it Sunday, and then do assembly work Sunday. Or actually, if I do it all tomorrow, I could start it tomorrow as well. So yeah, but that's not what I was there to tell you. I'm coming to do this. I'm coming on to do this. It is the Then and Now airfix. Then and Now, and they cocked it and they've done it again. We're same with this one. It's the should be p-51B Mustang, p-51D Mustang, and f-15 Strike Eagle. That's your box. And here's you've obviously got your f-15, your p-51. You've got, so like the other one, you've got the side profile of the two jets. On the back, you've got the heritage type thing, the side profiles of the two aircraft, and obviously the weapons. Then you've got two aircraft on the stand, the two aircraft on the stand. Right, let's have a look inside, shall we? This is going to be a quite in-depth video, so to speak. Sorted. Right, then your instructions. Your instructions are Then and Now, North American Aviation P-51D Mustang, and McDonnell Douglas Now Boeing F-15 Strike Eagle, F-15D Strike Eagle. Please note, obviously it's on this big airfix background, as all instructions nowadays. Safety information, assembly instructions. Let's see what you do first. You do the Mustang. You do the Mustang, and that's the Mustang. That's your Mustang. That's your Mustang information. Your first four sub-assemblies concentrating on your propeller, your pilot and your seat, your pilot and seat, and instrument panel, which you do get a decal for, I believe. I believe you do. Or maybe you don't, my mistake. I'll paint that anyway. That's that's your P-51's first. There, that's your cockpit sub-assembly there. Your sub-asset, it all goes together on stage 3, stage 4, your wings go together, as well as your exhausts and your wings, your canopy and your radiator, and obviously don't forget to do the 2 holes for the ordnance, as well as if you do it up, don't forget to do the 2 holes for the 2 2mm holes for the stand prongs. Sub-assembly 5 is your landing gear. Sub-assembly 6 is your tail wheel gear. It also says if you put if you put the gear up, you basically leave out parts 23 to 25, 28, 28 to 30, 33 and 36. What's part 36? What's part 36? 36. Part 36. I'm confused. Well, whatever 36 the tail. The tail was part 36. Sub-assembly 7. Yeah, that's if you do it with the gear up, take that. Make sure you don't have these parts. Sub-assembly 7, you add either bombs. You either add bombs or drop tanks. Interestingly, unlike the Spitfire, which I did yesterday, this one has stencil data. This one's got stencil data. There's your stencil. There's your stencil data. There's your stencil data. Your stencil data. Stencil data. Finish options, because you only finish options. Finish options. Finish option is this. It is North American Aviation p-51D Mustang 472218 WZI Big View Doll, flown by Colonel John Landers of 78th Fighter Group, of the 78th Fighter Group, 8th Air Force, USAAF, Duxford, which I've been to. It's a nice museum. It's also a former RF airfield. USAAF Duxford, April 1945. So that's your finish option for your P-51D. Now I'm not too worried about this because obviously it's YouTube. Now this is your F-15 information. As you can see, your first sub-assembly is your front. Is your pilot. Your first 2 sub-assemblies are your 2 pilots. Your pilot and weapons supervisor thingy. Anyway, that's your first 2 sub. There is your front. Your pilots at the front are your first 2 sub-assemblies. Your third is obviously your two pilots and your instrument panels and various other bits go on, as well as there's two holes for some things. And drill there. Interestingly, and this is what I'm trying to say, Lee. That, I don't know if you can see it there, but that shaded area there, it doesn't actually say a thing about anything about nose weight. So I'll take your advice and I'll put in 25 grams and see what happens. Yeah, I'll see what happens. Right, subassembly 4. Subassembly 4 is basically your air intakes, your nose cone, your wings, your rear wings, your horizontal stabilizers, your fins, your two fins, and your afterburner cans. Subassembly 6 is your landing gear and I believe what to be avionics, radar, things like that, radar communication, things like that. Avionics, as well as landing gear, as well as the landing gear doors and various other bits that have to go on your F-15. Subassembly 6, you add your canopy, and you also add your if you wish to deploy your air brake, you add part 177 to part 78. Subassembly 7 is your drop tank, I believe is your external fuel mount, is your external jettisonable drop tank. Says there, do it 3 times. There's 3 drop tanks, 14 bombs. I believe they are sidewinders. I believe they've got that sidewind. There's that is a side. That's sidewind. 2 sidewinder missiles. And then you've got the AM. And then this is like option 10 is basically your ordnance. So you either have drop tanks and electronic countermeasures and other electronic countermeasures and missiles, or you have missiles and bombs, and you have missiles and bombs. So yeah, missiles and fuel tanks, or missiles and bombs. I don't know yet. Or I might not just have an F-15, no ordnance at all. F-15 stencil. F-15 stencil data. That is your F-15 stencil data. That is your F-15 stencil data, which there is quite a lot of. And then F-15 finish option. You've got AIM 7 Sparrows. I believe they're sidewinders there. Don't quote me on that. That probably is. That is a side. That is probably a sidewinder. Anyway, that's your color codes and this is also stents. This is also the stents show the decaling process showing the stencils. The finish option on this shows it with the bombs, but you can add it. You can have it with the missiles if you so wish. If you so wish, you can have it with the missiles. You can have it with missiles and fuel tanks. So yeah, that is the finish option on the F-15. Kits. Oh, before I proceed on to the kits, This is a set, so with that you get, hang on, you get two paint brushes, 8 acrylic paints, and 5mm polished cement. And as I said in the previous videos, that does not do the job, because I'll probably use all of it on the Mustang alone. But then again, I've got other, yeah. So for your Mustang, you have your Mustang, you've got Mustang wise, you've got 1, 2, 3, 3, yeah, 3, 3, yeah, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. So obviously the upper wings all one bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 4, 5. Got. Have I got? I've got it. How did they got out? That's how cheeky buggers. Yes, there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprues of airfix grey plastic, and in total there's 7 sprues of airfix plastic. That's your P-51. That's your P-51, and this is the old tooling. This is the old tooling P-51. I don't know when when they originally did the P-51 Mustang, but I know this is old tooling because I've done 3 Mustangs. Now I've done three old tooling Mustangs. I've done 2 old tooling Mustangs. This will be my 3rd. Right, on to the F-15. Why did I go all high and all excited? Well, because it is a model I've never done before. Ever. F-15. Sprue wise, you have got an awful lot of sprues. You have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprues. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including your clear sprue. That is 7 sprues of. That is 7 sprues of airfix plastic. Of airfix's plastic. Where's the other fuselage hole? Yeah, so yeah, and then that's your paints. There your paint brushes, there's your paints, and there's your glue. Of course it comes on a stand. It comes on that stand. Funds of the scale. The funds of the scale. Welcome to the model world of airfix. Welcome to the world of airfix brochure, because this is quite an old kit. The airfix enrollment. Enroll airfix club. The airfix club card. The airfix club membership, which I'm already a member of. And here are now the decals. There's your p-51. There's your p-50. There's your p-51D decals, and they're your f-15 decals. And as I said before, don't do them. Do them how they say. Put the ones that are supposed to go on. Don't put p-51 World War II insignia US Air Force Rayon Dolls on a modern day fighter. On a modern day, well, it would look good, but it'd look a bit odd. Well, it wouldn't actually. It's if anything, it's these ones. Don't put these on a World War II fighter. Put these on a modern fighter, not a World War II one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you've got two for the F-15 cockpit. You've got two instrument panel decals. You've got two instrument panel decals, and all these honeycomb decals that go virtually everywhere. There's another set as well. There's loads. There's quite a big group of. There's quite a big group of some. Some of them are in quite a big group, particularly 24, 25, 32, and 31s, as well as 14, 21s, and many others. 23s. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to pack all this away, because obviously I want to keep it safe. Yeah, also I want to keep it safe. So, yeah. Paints. Stand. F-15. P-51D. Instructions. Box.